Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name's Shane if you're new here, and if you're already a subscriber, I love you and thank you for coming back to watch my videos. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. I haven't yet thanked you guys for my 500 subscribers, creeping towards 600. Thank you guys so much, it means a lot to me. So, and I also apologize for being very slackage on my YouTube channel. As of recently, I've just been really busy. As you can see, one of those reasons is I am now in a new shop. So that's taken up a lot of time moving here and getting everything organized, but I'm finally back for some more content, and today we have the drift car, of course. I have done a few little things to it off camera, I apologize, but I'll show you what I've done. Nothing major yet, but today's main course is going to be removing the headliner for a sunroof delete on this guy, because we don't really need the sunroof on a drift car. It's just extra weight. So that being said, that I'm in a new shop, I'll give you guys a quick tour of my work area, my new work area. And basically right now I have to have the garage door open to bring in light, because all I have is the light from the garage door opener, and it's like pitch black in here pretty much when the door's closed. So I'm getting some LED shop lights put in next week, and then I can do some work here. I gotta get a plug wired in for my welder so that I can use that. I got some things to weld onto the car, so let's get into it. So we've got the workbench here, obviously, you know, some tools set up, a vise, the essentials. We got the welder that I still need a plug for, and the drift car fits in here with so much space to work around it. I'm really happy about that. I got some supplies organized over here. I got my hood hung up there for looks, and most of my drift car parts sitting in there. Gotta have the jack. I gotta have a shop vac, compressor, a place for the guests to sit, and some storage for parts. Well, now that you got a little bit of a tour of my new workspace, it's time to jump in and get this headliner removed. We're gonna go step by step, basically, of what you're just going to want to remove first, and all the way till the end until you get your sunroof headliner out in one piece without destroying it. So if you can sell it, you can sell it. If you want to refabricate it, you can do that. But my end goal for this video series is probably going to be 2 or 3 parts, is to get the sunroof deleted to save weight, basically. So I'll just show you guys this real quick. This right here is the first car I ever built all by myself. It's a 1986 Volkswagen Jetta coupe, and I put a 2.8 liter VR6 in it, OBD1. Oh, sorry, it was OBD2, and that thing was fast. I love this car so much that one time I got one of those McDonald's Monopoly pieces that gave you a free picture mug, and you know, couldn't help myself but to spend it on this beauty. So gotta cherish the memories, right? So the removal of your headliner, currently my car is a 4-door with a sunroof. This process will be very similar to if you don't have a sunroof, or if you've got a coupe with a sunroof or without a sunroof, whatever it may be. Taking the headliner out is going to be a very similar process. If you don't have a sunroof, then part 2 will not really be relevant to you. Alright, so basically, these are the only tools you're going to really need to take your headliner out. If you're I do highly suggest you get a set of these plastic pry tools, because they make it a lot nicer on your headliner or any plastic that you try and pry on, rather than using a flathead screwdriver, which will definitely scratch up your plastics. You do need a Phillips head screwdriver as well to unscrew your handles and your sun visors and whatnot, but I'll try and post a link where you can get a set of these guys. I think they're only a couple bucks. They're just cheap plastic pry tools for interior stuff, and they do save you a lot of cosmetic damage. So I do highly suggest you get these, but in reality all you need is a flathead and a Phillips to remove your headliner. Alright guys, I'm currently sitting in the car, and as you can see, one behind me, I got a handle back there. Driver's side does not have one. And 2 passenger side handles. These guys, all you have to do is put your screwdriver or your plastic pry tool around the top area and pull it out. And it's just a little flap, and then you have Phillips heads in there on both sides, and that's the same for all of these little handles. Same goes for these sun visors, both sides. You're gonna wanna undo 2 Phillips there, and another 2 Phillips there. This whole thing will come off. You can also pop this light out, like so. Disconnect the wiring harness, you're gonna need to do that on both sides. Sun visor, 4 Phillips. This guy right here is gonna pop down. Stick a pry tool in there, pop that down. Very easy, very gentle. And then you can go ahead and disconnect your wiring harness. This is one of the styles that you actually have to slide this bottom piece down, and then you can remove the connector. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove all my handles, my sun visors, get all these wiring harness disconnected for all the lights, including this center dome light. Any lights at the back, I don't have any on my car. And then after I get all these removed, we'll move on to the next step. As you can see, there's these little ground wires that will be attached to your pieces here. These are actually used to activate your light, so just disconnect them. Now that you got all these little parts taken out, we're gonna have to start pulling down the side pieces a little bit. Since I already took out partial of my interior like months and months ago, I don't have the B or C pillar covers. They've already been removed. I do only have the A pillar covers. I still have those in, so I'll kind of show you those, how to remove those. They'll be the same as the B and C pillars. Alright, so as you can see, now that I've got my visors and everything off, I really apologize for the lighting. It's not great. This front of mine wants to come off already. You do need to take this weather stripping out. You just pull it out, and that's basically it. Piece is removed. So that's out. That frees up the headliner all around the sunroof area. Now, this is the A pillar right here. I still have the fabric in. As you can see, the headliner tucks into this a little bit. B pillar will be the same exact thing, except mine's already removed. And C pillar is going to be the same thing. They're only tucked, the headliner is only tucked in about an inch on these. So this is one of those cases where I highly suggest you get one of these to avoid tearing your fabric. So I'm going to take my pry tool. I'm going to stick it in here until it kind of breaks the clip free. I know that kind of looked bad, but trust me, it was okay. And then they kind of just pop out like so. Be very careful, because this is one of the most delicate parts of the car, because it uses these thin plastic pieces like that, and they basically just press into these clips. So if you twist these anyway, there's a chance you're gonna break that plastic part right there, and you're gonna have a hard time reinstalling this, or you might need to replace it. So carefully pry these straight out. It's gonna be the exact same thing for these. Start at the top and pry straight back, and they should pop out without a problem. Alright, and we're almost done. So there's one more step, and it's very easy. So we're gonna wanna open all your doors. Just open them up. Ladies first. Open them up, and then all you have to do, since the door seal kind of sits over top of the headliner, we're gonna have to pull the door seal down a little bit. Now you can just do this by hand. Just pull it down, just the top piece. You don't have to take your whole door seal out. Just pull down the top piece on every door. Just kind of pull on it. It can be a little sticky, but you know, try a different area if that one doesn't work. There you go. So there you go. Now that you got that, looks like someone's ran an aftermarket wire through mine. I will probably just get rid of this. One. And so now that your headliner is dangling, you're like, well, how do I get it out of the car? Like, I mean, my car's got the whole back seat blocked off. Some of them don't. You can get it out through the trunk. I can't do that in my case. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna angle it and put it out the front passenger door. There's the most room there, and just bend it a little tiny bit. I'm not gonna kink it or anything like that, and then you'll finally get the whole headliner out. There you have it. So I actually did it a little bit differently than I thought I was going to. What really helped me was putting my passenger seat all the way back, so it was kind of laying flat, and then I pushed it to the front corner of the driver's side and then out through the rear passenger door. And it came out pretty easily. It had just enough room to squeeze through, so I'm happy it came out without any kinks. And let's go look at all the bits we took out of the car. Alright guys, so we definitely have all the pieces out for the headliner. Now there is one more piece left if you have a sunroof like me. It's the fabric that is on the inside of the sunroof, obviously. And I know there is a way to take that piece out without removing the whole assembly, but it is a bit more tricky and a bit more advanced than just removing the whole sunroof assembly, which I will be doing in part 2 of this video for my sunroof delete. But for now, we've got our main headliner piece in good shape. I'm actually just selling mine to a guy locally. I got my A-pillar fabric out, you know, the sunroof selector thingy, you know, all your little bits that we already discussed here. Now, I don't know, it's up to you what you want to do if you're just replacing yours because it's saggy. This material actually can just be pulled off of the headliner. It leaves a foam residue. If you're refabricating these, you're gonna want to scrape all that foam off and then use a good adhesive and fabric to redo your headliner. I've done it before on my E34 wagon and it turned out really good. Since the day is becoming to an end and it is getting dark in my area, I'm gonna have to wrap up this video for first part of my sunroof delete. This will be the headliner removal. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and let me know what you guys want to see on the channel, like me moving shops. I didn't film in any of that because I thought it was, you know, I don't know if you guys are interested in doing more of my personal life when I move shops or go to get parts cars, stuff like that. So let me know if you're interested in seeing more of me on my channel besides me just showing you how to do stuff on cars, and we'll make that happen. So go ahead and follow the Instagram. Also, I forgot to mention, I don't know if I mentioned this on my channel yet, but I have joined a drift team. I'll show you my banner. That being said, I'm really excited to be on this drift team, so make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram and Facebook, as well as my personal Instagram and Snapchat would be awesome. I would love to hear more from you guys, questions, feedback, anything of that nature. And that looks like that's going to be all for today, so thanks guys for watching. I'm really stoked on the 500 subs. Keep it coming, and we'll catch you guys later.